This video is gonna be absolutely legendary. This dude, I kid you not, has spent 100,000 USD on Diablo Immortal and he still cannot win at the game. Let that sink in. You spend $100,000 on this game and you still can't win at it. And keep in mind, when the next season rolls around, his character is bye-bye and he needs to spend at least another 100,000 yet again on the game to try and win at it. Oh, this is gonna be great.
What's going on, guys? This is JT here. I wanted to explain exactly what's going down and the issue I'm having. Not only that, how many people it is actually affecting. I do have my boy Skeleton with me, who is a heavy whale in the game. He's just kind of listening in, and he's going to
I wonder how heavy of a whale is that guy. Is he also 100k or is he less? That's an interesting question.
give me feedback because he does not know what's going on. However, I do want to explain, and I want to explain to all you guys as well. So basically, for the last month and a half, anytime I go to the Battleground Captain and I click Find Match, I have not been able to get a queue for the full 2 hour length of the Battlegrounds, right? Zero
Okay.
queues, no matter how long I've queued up, and this has now been ongoing for a month and a half. All right, well, 3 weeks ago, my
Wait. What he's saying is complete insanity. Doesn't Blizzard have a patent on the matchmaking system that intentionally puts people who spend money, aka dolphins and whales and other type of sea life, against people who have not spent money, so these people can just have a power trip, pound them, and then after like a game or two, they get put against someone who is even more of a whale than them. So they are forced to spend more money on the game, so so they're gonna not lose to the other whale next time. So if he can't queue against anyone, that means only one of two things: either there's no players left in the game, or no, it's impossible. He should queue against someone. This makes absolutely no sense because Blizzard's matchmaking system for Diablo Immortal is not MMR based. It's literally just feed the whales based. The whales are not going to be put against other whales, and the non paying players are not going to be put against other non paying players. No, it's a feeding frenzy. Diablo Immortal is fundamentally designed as a power trip fantasy for people who have a lot of money to spend, and they want to spend it because they want to feel good about destroying other people who have not spent money. The fact that he can't find anyone to queue up against is absolutely absurd. But there admittedly are a couple of reasons why that could be.
clan one time became the Immortals of Server Town Portal.
What is
Well, as
that?
we became immortal, the Immortal Trial Quest told me specifically to compete in a battleground in order to compete the trial. Therefore, I would need to actually do these quests to actually get the immortal wings, what
Ooh.
everybody else has, and be anointed.
I like how he says everyone else has. Oh, he's so pissed. Man, imagine you spend 100k on this game and you don't get your stuff. He's pissed about the fact that everyone else can have it, but he can't. He feels absolutely 100% entitled to it, and I don't blame him because he spent 100k. If I spent 100k on a Blizzard game, I would expect the developers to line up and suck my dick because, that's just how much of a valuable asset I am. Because let's face it, 100k may be the most that anyone has spent on this game because most people play this for a couple of hours and then they delete it because the game, while it's pretty well made and it's kind of okay, especially for a mobile game, right? It's still the exact same one function you're doing constantly and constantly over again. If you're not quitting because of repetitiveness, then well, I don't know what to say.
And immortal. However, since I haven't been able to queue in the battleground, which I would say if I had to rough estimate how many hours I've tried to queue for a battleground, I would say it's probably around somewhere around like 48 to 72 hours, somewhere in between that.
That's fucking insane. And then he say at the start that you can only queue for I think there's only a couple of hours a day. It seems that you can queue. He said something like that in the start.
That of only trying to queue for a battleground and never
So he hasn't had any battleground pop-ups for roughly a month. That means, I think.
being able to get one. All right, well today it came around, and tomorrow is our chance to hold the reign of being an immortal, right? Well, it sent me a little thing right here, and it said, hold on, let me click it. It's right here. It says, register for the Rite of Exile now. Tap to navigate. So it's like, all right, well I have to register my team and me.
A Rite of Exile. Is this an intentional phrase? So if people Google Diablo Rite of Exile, that, if people start Googling things like Diablo Rite of Exile, that is pretty close to Path of Exile. Is this intentional? Is because companies do things like this. They intentionally try to manipulate search engine results with specific naming strategies and whatnot. There have actually been interesting situations where Kickstarters have succeeded overwhelmingly because their name is accidentally something with something new that launched, and they got it in the search results. So I wonder if Blizzard is trying to manipulate search engines with this Rite of Exile. Because that is a completely not Diablo name, I'm not gonna lie.
For the Rite of Exile, right? So whenever I click navigate here, I know exactly where to go. You go to the Rite of Exile.
Yeah, because it walks for you. Oh my god, it walks for you. Yes, because this game literally walks for you because it can't risk the fact that you accidentally trudge off the beaten path and don't get that every 0.5 second dopamine insert, because then you risk quitting the game. But admittedly, I don't think that's a problem for this dude, because I think I know why he can't actually get a match, considering the matchmaking system is 100% not MMR based.
I mean, it's going to take me.
Admittedly, I most likely am sure I already have figured that one out in reality.
Right there, right? So we'll just let it follow there. So whenever I get here, I am not able to do anything at all, which makes me think that tomorrow, when the Rite of Exile comes, I'm not going to be able to participate in it, right? Okay, so that's fine. I'm not going to be able to participate in it.
That's
what do
so
I do
strange.
at this point, right? So now...
Because nothing pops up, actually. He goes in and nothing happens.
But I've been thinking, I'm like, all right, well, since I'm in this situation, how about I go ahead and go over here to clan members, and we change the role, and see, I'm a clan leader, right? So I'm the clan leader, so I'm like, all right, well, if I leave the immortal, basically maybe it will give the immortal to somebody else, and then we can sign up and get things going right. Well, if I click leave...
That is such an awkward interface, by the way. You have 3 dots and... Dude, how the fuck are you supposed to know that leave immortal is even an option, or... Oh, Blizzard.
The immortal, it doesn't allow me to do that.
The immortal leader cannot leave without abdicating the position to a lieutenant. Okay.
Right? And so it tells me to basically give the position to somebody else. Well, let's say I try to give this guy clan leadership.
Clan leader, officer, member. Wait, there's no lieutenant role. How can you give your role to a lieutenant if there's no lieutenant role?
I can't perform this role either.
Well, yeah, obviously you can't perform a role change, because you can't give it to an officer, you need to give it to a lieutenant. But it doesn't seem... There was no lieutenant role. Yeah, it makes obvious sense that you can't give clan leader or immortal role to someone who is an officer when they need to be a lieutenant.
Either. So basically, I'm stuck as the clan leader.
But how do you give the role to a role that... How do you give your role to someone who needs a role that doesn't even exist? That's a good question.
In the immortal clan, not being able to queue us up for Rite of Exile at all. I can't do anything about it. I can't set up the teams. Therefore, basically, what's going to happen is, at least in my opinion, I'm not sure because I'll have to see tomorrow, but I'm thinking that honestly, the whoever the Shadow Clan is that's fighting for Immortals probably going to be fighting against bots because I can't register the Immortal of the clan.
Wait, why is he saying so convincingly that he's gonna be fighting against bots? Or that they are gonna be fighting against bots? Why are you saying that? Is fighting against bots common nowadays? Did everyone seriously already leave the game?
And can't register. So basically, we're just going to be handing over our immortal status. Now, just so you guys know, we have a claim.
Dude, you need to pay another 100k and then you're gonna get your immortal status back. It's like Blizzard's is just gonna give it to you. No worries, homie.
And of 300 members that are in this, we're all on Discord together. There's hundreds of us that are in Clan One Time specifically that I know that are my good friends who have spent in upwards of 5,000 or more dollars on their characters since we become immortal.
Wait. 300 people, 5k each. Ah. 3 times 5, 15, and how many zeros do we need to add? That's 1.5 mil, isn't it? That's a this is why mobile games actually make money. You see, he said specifically after we became immortal. People get attached to things. People don't want to lose their achievements, even if their achievements are completely fucking hollow. That's like the thing about humans. We value our achievements, we value our status, we value our everything so much, we don't want to lose it even if it's completely hollow. Because what does the immortal fucking achievement matter if the guy has spent 100k money in the game and he's fighting against people who have spent nothing? He literally has a couple of extra zeros at the end of his power level compared to the average guy who hasn't spent money. It's insane. Oh, if these people got their immortal achievement one time, and it's a clan of 500 people who have each spent like, I don't know, at least $1,000, they already have spent. They already don't have competition. But that's just the fact. They already don't have competition. Their leader seemingly has spent 100k. He's an absolute whale. He's a bloated fucking fatty whale. He has so much. He has ate the sea dry at this point, as we can clearly see, considering he can't match up against anyone. His team doesn't even have to spend money. This guy can most likely, considering how power scaling works in this game, he can probably most likely just win anything solo. But people are still spending money because they don't want to lose their hollow trophy of nothing. That is absolutely wild. It's a problem with the game, with the greed of the game, with the intentional design, and honestly with the fucking people that play this. You know, it's his choice to spend his money how he wants, but man, like, you need to be a special type of dude to just spend 100k.
To hold our reign. Well, now all these guys are pissed off because there's there's 30 or 40 guys that at minimum spent $1,000, and none of these guys are now. I'm basically holding everybody back at this point. So now my question is, how long?
He gave Blizzard so much money, he's holding everyone back. I'm pretty sure it's not about him, by the way, because this is a clan activity. So inherently that means that his statistics don't fucking matter. It's gonna calculate the whole clan if it's a clan activity. When you have like team matches and team somethings, the game calculates not you as a singular person against a singular person, but as a whole group. So technically the fact that he can't sign up at all, it's just strange.
do I let this go and let Blizzard go about this? Because I contacted Blizzard about a little over a month ago about this
And they probably told him that it's gonna be fixed. It's gonna be fine.
situation. And what happened was at first is I went to the live chat. They then told me to go to the forums and make a forum post about it because that's how they react to people. So I went and made a forum post about it. I sent my entire
Go to. Oh, this is classic support things right here. By the way, a lot of people don't understand it, but that is exactly what live support and shit like that is intended for. Let me explain the psychology about it because it's actually super simple. This guy who is streaming, who has spent 100k, is like a 0.0001 player. The absolute ultra majority of people who play Diablo Immortal don't have a stream. They don't have a YouTube channel. They have not spent this much money as him. So their expectancies of the game are quite lower. They have nowhere to voice their anger. They have no reason to voice their anger. If support tells them to suck it, almost everyone does. That is the brutal reality of life. Support doesn't actually need to be good. Support just needs to tell you that everything's gonna be fine, or that it's your fault, or that you don't understand something, or that this is an easy fix or something. Because in reality, it's extremely simple. He is like 1 in a million players who actually will complain. Almost no one complains about this type of support. The only people who complain about this type of support are pretty much streamers or people who feel extremely entitled. And even those entitled people don't complain in a manner that actually matters. Like, support is completely fulfilling what it was intended to do. The reason why you often hear that support doesn't do shit is because, well, only a very, very, very small minority will complain and say that support didn't do shit.
Twitch audience to the forum post to try to get it, like, basically to fire it up, right? To be like, hey guys, check this out. Like, this is an important post. This guy can't get into Battlegrounds. This is an issue. Well, there was over, I think, 200 comments on it. Tons of people liked it.
Wait, that's actually very little, ain't it? 200 comments? That's not a lot. Yeah, that just probably shows how little people actually play this game.
We're trying to help. Well, since that has been posted over 3 weeks ago, Blizzard has not responded one time to that forum post. They completely ignored it. So
yeah, that's kind of obvious.
What did I do after that? I went ahead and wrote Blizzard on Twitter to whatever Blizzard employee I could find.
Ah, yes, the Twitter intern that gets paid to post semi-funny memes. I'm sure he's gonna figure out your problem.
Blizzard got back with me on Twitter, and they said, we're not really sure like what to do about the situation. We know it's MMR based, that's why you can't get into the battleground. However,
there's no fucking way that shit is MMR based. Absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible. Well, unless this is like a super once in a month type of tournament, something. So, it's literally designed for the Mega Veils to fight the Mega Veils, and they kind of scout each other to know how much money they need to put in the system. Maybe that's the actual thing, right? But then also that doesn't make sense because then the game would just allow him to just fucking destroy his opponents, and that call it a day. You know? Everything, because every MMR decision, every system is designed to make you push more money. Admittedly, this is what I thought from the start. So, there is this system. Other games have it. I have no idea. Does Blizzard utilize it? But essentially, pay-to-win games sometimes have a system where they are tracking how much money you are paying. If you start to input money, it's going to give you a little bit better results. It's going to favor you. You're going to have a better time. And that's intentionally designed so you keep spending money. This guy most likely is honestly probably at the peak of what can possibly be obtained through money. So there is a chance that the game just looks at this guy and says, yeah, because let's face it, he probably spent that 100k not through a reasonable amount of time, like every day, a 1K or something like that. He probably spent the majority of it really fast, right? Because that's usually how these people do it. So maybe Blizzard's system is just looking at it and saying, yeah, this guy hasn't bought anything. He's at the absolute maximum obtainable. He is worthless as a player now. He is a dying whale. We cannot feed him. He cannot acquire anything else. He's just gonna grow old and die. Some games, interesting fact, have an actual system where they intensively track people as big as him. And you know what they want to do? Those games have systems that track the biggest spenders with the intent purpose of banning them on the first opportunity they break the rules. Because they know that someone who has spent 100k on a game or an extremely ridiculous sum of money on a game will not just. The chances that that person just quits the game close to fucking zero. So if you ban them, that's an easy way to just make them shill out more money. It's an absolute insane system. Fun fact also, in Runescape, you have people who do lures. Essentially, a lure is something. It's a very interesting thing because it's pretty fun social engineering. Essentially, those are people who find the richest players in the game, start talking to them, become their friends, and all in an attempt to steal all of their money. By the way, that's completely illegal. But none of these lures get banned in Runescape because those looters do it from their main accounts, things like that. They're still in the game. They do it from their main accounts and they get reported and nothing happens to them. Why does nothing happen to them? Because the person who got lured and lost everything, he's at the top of the game because he cares about it. If you play a game a lot, if you play a game and you're at the top of it, chances are you have friends in that game. Chances are you like the fact that people think you're a hotshot, and so on and so on. So when that person loses all he has, he will just spend money to reclaim everything he lost. Because, that's his life, essentially. He lost his life, and now he can spend money to reclaim his life, so they do it. And Runescape does have a World of Warcraft token system, so they can do it, no problem. It's absolutely insane.
We should have it fixed in 2 weeks, but we're not really sure. So it's like, okay, so now I'm in a situation where I have spent a considerable amount of money, around $100,000 on this game, and I have a character that has not been able to do the thing that I like doing the most in this game, which is Battlegrounds.
I could have bought 2 good houses for 100k, by the way, just FYI.
Also, I'm trying to make money from this game as being a content creator, plus live streaming this game on.
Oh, that is sad to hear, because he only got like 200 upvotes in his forum post or shit like that. That means that there's probably not too many people watching his stream or whatever, so he can't get too much attention to it. Also, 100 fucking K investment. Oh, that's a bad Okay, let's face it. Honestly, this guy's probably fucking rich. Most likely has rich parents or, lives in a rich family or something. Because he said he's a streamer, right? You can't fucking be a beginner streamer and wanting to become a streamer and shit like that and spend 100k on Diablo. He must be already rich. Either he purchased Bitcoin when it was dirt cheap, or something like that, or his parents are rich. That's pretty much it.
Twitch, right? So if I can't do things that I spent money on this character to do, and I have no time frame of when things are going to actually be fixed, or even know if things are going to be fixed,
I think I know where this is going to go.
The entire world with this problem, and the problem I'm having is when I first started this game, I spent a ton of money right at the start, right? So I was way far ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, I told you, people like this usually spend the money instantaneously. They don't go like, oh, I'm gonna spend 1k today, oh, I'm gonna spend 2. No. They fucking dish out instantly. Because they know what they want. They know they see an opportunity.
What happens is when I went into these battlegrounds, I was carrying my team no matter who was on it and literally slaughtering every single person. And
As I said, it's just a power trip. You pay to be the best because you can't be the best otherwise, and it works. It fucking works.
so I would go like 40-0, 50-0, it didn't matter, right? I would go 100 battlegrounds without losing a single one. My overall battleground record is somewhere in between 300 and 450 wins, with at max 3 total losses, and one of the losses was from a disconnect.
Fucking hell! Imagine this. You spent your money and you spent money and then you're proud of the fact that you literally paid to be better than everyone else. Like look at this game. 1 button, 2 button, 3 buttons, 4 buttons. Maybe it should be 4 buttons. Or whatever. Essentially, he's proud of the fact that he spent more money than anyone in the game, and that's it. Oh my god. I never understood this. Hollow achievements just feel so bad in my opinion. What kind of person do you need to be happy about an absolute hollow achievement that was given to you just because you spent money or something? It's insane. It's not even like winning the lottery. It's winning the lottery. At least you had to scratch off the numbers and shit like that. But man.
The other losses were basically because I wasn't really paying attention and I got distracted in some sort of way, probably live on Twitch, right? There was never a time where I went in there trying to win and lost a battleground. It never happened. And now my matchmaking record is now.
Did he say how did I miss? Did he say how many battlegrounds did he lose? Because it sounds like he has only lost a few.
Now so high that I literally can't get a battleground. So my question now is, it's like, do I just not do anything about this, or should I hire a lawyer and refund this account and then?
So this is the thing why I said this video is gonna be. You can't refund the account. He just said a minute ago or something like that he spent money on the game so he can do X. The game doesn't give a shit what you're gonna do with the X. It gives you an opportunity to spend money to gain something. The fact that it doesn't lead you to the desired outcome that you wanted when spending the money has absolutely nothing to do with the game. That's just your own problem, buddy. There is absolutely no legal way to refund the money. Well, he can try, but he's gonna fail. Because most likely in the terms of service clauses, it has stated, it most likely pretty much has literally. I wouldn't be surprised if it just has, well, if you spend money, sucks to be you. If you take it, you can't get it back. Deal with it, chump.
What happened?
I mean, whale chump.
Then, like, I don't know. So I have my buddy Skelta here who just listened to everything that I said, and honestly, I'm just curious to hear what he has to say. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty messed up that for you, but in particular, it's really unfortunate for, the 299 other people that are immortals, right?
Right.
So,
True.
I mean, I don't know that there's a solution to the problem, that's immediate, right? Like, if you go and...
What do you fucking mean, no solution? You just find someone to queue against. There is an immediate solution. Is this guy gonna be a fucking idiot?
And refund, the money you've invested.
Yeah.
Then
You can't.
Very possible, or it's likely they'll ban your account.
They will. They'll ban my
right.
account, but I can make a.
Wait, this makes no fucking sense. Wait, did I miss something?
The money you've invested.
Yeah.
Then it's very possible, or it's likely they'll ban your account. To the problem, that's immediate, right? Like if you go and refund, the money you've invested.
Yeah.
Then it's very possible, or it's likely they'll ban your account.
They will. They'll ban.
Wait, what? No, they would not. Oh my yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot, isn't he? No company will fucking ban your account because you did reimbursement. No. first of all, you're not getting it, so good luck there, Chief. But second of all, no company just bans you because you ask for your money back and you actually they're not gonna randomly ban you just because you got your money back, but still banned. No company does this.
In my account, but I can make a note.
Admittedly, Blizzard is not every company. They're a very special breed of stupid, but I don't think even they would do it.
Right, and recreate an account that actually can get in Battlegrounds.
Sure. I mean, I think if you're looking for an in-game solution, but it's not perfect, you can maybe choose to lose the right intentionally.
Okay.
And then promote someone else to, a clan leader.
No, dude, you're missing
No, in the shadows. Once you're shadow again.
The problem is what happened.
Yeah, that guy who's speaking is an idiot.
Do I risk never being able to get in a battleground ever again? Do I take that risk, or because I have no proof?
And Blizzard's response to you was they're aware of the issue and nothing beyond that.
What? Dude, this is painful to hear. That's pretty stupid.
Yes, Blizzard's response to me was they are now aware of the issue. This was over 3 weeks ago, and they have done nothing about it. How long do I let this proceed? Because if I let this proceed really any longer, I'm not going to be able to refund from my bank, right? So it's like I need to do this sooner than later.
Well, yeah, you can refund from your bank, but it's not like Blizzard is not gonna contact the bank and say, wait a fucking minute. Because 100k is a fucking very sim. By the way, I have done this accidentally. One time I thought my card my card was hacked or stolen or something like that, because I did not recognize one payment that was done to a company, because the name didn't fit anything I was doing that week. And then so I call the bank and I say, hey, I did not do this purchase, refund me. They send sure instantaneously. No fuss, no problem, no fighting. But that was 10 fucking euros. Turns out it was a sushi place I went to. Oh, after I understood that it's my mistake, I called the bank and said, wait, do not refund me. This was an actual purchase, my bad. Yeah. The banks are not if you say something like that, the banks are not gonna care and they're gonna refund you, because if the refund was actually illegitimate, that's not for the fucking bank to decide most of the times when it's small sums. Then the company can just fucking fight over it and no one wants to really do it. Yes, you can actually get a little bit of your money back. But the bank is gonna probably fucking freeze your card and absolutely take you to town if you do it intentionally. But there's the option for it if anyone wants to ruin their life. But when it comes to big spendings like this that are absolutely 100% periodical, no bank is just gonna fucking tell you, yeah, here you go, 100k back. Especially from a fucking, because they see also the other account. They know that it's Blizzard. Well, they don't know probably that it's Blizzard, because who at banks knows what are computer games even. But they know that this is a fucking huge legitimate company that has millions in transactions every single fucking day pretty much through it. They're not gonna just be on your side and instantaneously give you that money back. They're gonna first fucking ask the company, what the fuck is this? He's asking 100k back. That's not happening.
Later, otherwise I have a character. If this character can never be in a battleground ever again, I don't want this character.
Sucks to be you.
Simple as that.
If I were in your situation, and that and I really only care about BGs too, and I couldn't play.
Oh, look at that! Surprise, surprise! The fucking whales that want power trips only care about defeating frenzies. Oh, call me shocked.
Then I would probably 100% refund my money.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
you
what else is
fucking
there?
Can't, you idiot. But actually, you know what? Yeah, definitely. His parents are rich. There's no fucking... If he actually made his money on his own, there's no fucking way he doesn't understand that the refund, how banks work.
that I can do. And this is coming, guys. This guy in the chat with me is somebody who has spent over $40,000 on his
40K.
character, talking just like I am. We actually have a chat in Discord with all the top whales in this game.
What's the chat called? Feeding Frenzy?
Which is over 20 people who have all spent over $30,000 to get their 5,000 resonance wings, right? So it's a lot of heavy whales that we are.
So yeah, they're spending literally thousands for a single cosmetic, it seems like. Insane.
Talking to. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do in this position currently. I'm kind of confused about it. Tomorrow I'm going to go live, so if you guys want to check me out on Twitch, that's going to be at twitch.tv/JTIsAllBusiness. I'm going to be trying to queue up for the Battlegrounds nonstop, and honestly, probably talking about this situation majority of the stream. So yeah.
Okay.
Anything else you wanted to say?
Well, you kind of heard the man.
Have you had it? What does it say when the clan members go to that area and click on sign up? Do they even have the option to sign up?
Yeah, they just sign up.
Okay. So we just don't know if you'll actively be able to defend, right?
Right. Well,
Okay.
yeah, we don't know yet. Yeah, so we'll know tomorrow.
Probably
But
not.
even if I can actively defend, still my BG issue is not fixed, and that's kind of like where I'm getting at. It's not like the immortal thing.
It's fine. Just make another character, and this time maybe spend only like 50 fucking K. Oh no, that gives you. Then that means that maybe he can lose. So yeah, that's not an option for him. Oh no. And by the way, I just want to point out the fucking irony that every single one. Usually, the people who spend the fucking money in game and so on are always like these fucking barbarians, because they use games as a form of escapism, where they can where they can power trip and imagine that they are the character and so on. This is why you see a lot of situations with people like him playing the barbarian, the big fucking strong dude, you know, and things like that. Overcompensation.
It steps it up a notch to make me think, like, really?
Yeah.
Like, you know, this is holding us back from being immortals now, which is the whole point of this game entirely. So if this...
The point of Diablo Immortal is to give Blizzard money. And you're kind of seemingly failing that, because I have a feeling you haven't given Blizzard a lot of money recently, Chief.
This isn't going to get fixed over a situation of us becoming immortals, will it actually ever get fixed? You know what I mean? And that's like, how can I take that risk whenever I've made an investment this big?
Imagine the support staff, or whatever it's called, the support ticket comes back and says, well, how about you just make another barbarian and spend a little bit of fucking money on that, eh? It sounds good, Chief, right? Oh my god, imagine that. Because, you know, it is a little bit sad because, you know, he's paying money and he can't get what he wants. It is kind of sad, but Blizzard doesn't own this guy anything to a degree. If the matchmaking system is bugged, well, sucks to be you, essentially. Start spending more money, then maybe they will fix it.
As a full-time job. Like, I'm doing this every day.
Yeah.
I've been streaming for a month on this game. I put 340 hours in 1 month streaming this game. You know what I mean? Like, am I just going to always stream this game? So
that's 10 hours per day, right? Yeah, I think that's exact. Yeah, that's pretty much 10 hours per day. Well, that's a pretty good grind, not gonna lie. That's actually admirable.
Support the game, even though I can't do my favorite part of the entire game. Like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. So.
Feeding time is his most favorite time. Oh, it's always the same with these people.
You've been pretty patient. It's been about a month.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have waited that long.
Response to Asmongold refund. Well, shit. Oh god, Asmongold probably said the most stupidest thing about this situation. Man, I haven't made an Asmongold as a moron video in some time. Hopefully he has tried to say something smart. But I guess this is it for this video, because it's only like 8 seconds left, or 18 seconds left. So yeah, I guess this is it. This is hilarious. Have a nice day, and subscribe.